Hi everyone, I just wanted to come on here quickly and just talk a little bit about hope. Over the last few days or so, I've had a mental shift about what has been happening in the world with the coronavirus in our own little family bubble, and I have noticed that my thoughts have gone from mild panic at the beginning, or well, not necessarily panic, but uncertainty and unrest and out of the norm and change, and then it's shifted to being okay and being comfortable with the current situation and really happy that I'm having some really nice family time at home, which we wouldn't have if we weren't in this enforced lockdown. So I'm feeling thankful and grateful for everything that I do have. And then my thoughts have started to shift towards the future, and the word that kept coming up into my head was hope, and my hopes for the future. And I wanted to talk very, very briefly about hope and what hope means to me. Hope to me is something very different to a wish or a desire. It is something that is far deeper. I can wish for money, clothes, cars, world peace, happiness for my family, my friends, all of that kind of thing. But when I hope for it, it feels like it's much deeper rooted than just a desire. It's something that resonates with me. It's often repeated, it's often the same thing. So it can be happiness, it can be health for my family and my friends. And if it comes up more than once, or more than twice, more than 3, 4, 5 times, it feels like it is me. It's like I'm putting myself and my energy and my thoughts out there, and almost like an affirmation and gratitude at the beginning and the end of the day. It's like a hope of affirming what I already know and being grateful, and then really thinking about what I hope for the future so much that it becomes a part of me, and then that energy that I give out is based on my hopes. So one that I'm thinking of at the moment is I hope that the world changes. I really hope that the world changes in some ways to listen to Mother Earth, to listen to nature. And yes, we are great beings and we are fantastic humans and we are very powerful. We aren't as powerful as the world that we live in, and I think that Mother Nature is taken for granted and she's abused. And I hope so much that mankind changes themselves enough to be able to not take her for granted and to appreciate her and make changes in our own lives and the world, everybody make changes in order to appreciate exactly what is happening, exactly what Mother Nature does for us and how vulnerable she is, but also how powerful she is, and for people to understand that to their roots and be able to do something about it and make small changes, choose to make those changes. Some changes will be big, some changes will be small, some will be at home, some will be much, much wider. But that is a real big hope of mine, and I believe it, it's part of me. It is a hope that I think about all the time, so much so that it changes my energies and my attitudes and my behaviours to be that first step. If I can do it, if I can change those things for me, why can't other people do it as well? So I just wanted to think and talk a little bit about what hope might mean for you. What are your hopes? Have your hopes changed? Have your hopes developed? Have they grown? Or are they the same hopes you've had for days, weeks, months, years? It's just something that kind of came into my head that I thought I'd quite like to talk about it. Again, I think it's very different from a wish. For me, wishes are quite superficial. I wish for something lovely for my birthday, or I wish the kids would give me a lion, something like that. They'd be great, but they don't change my life. Whereas hopes for me are much further from here, definitely from here. So if you want to leave a comment, let me know what your hopes are, if they are something that is small and just for you, or if they are hopes for the wider environment and the wider world like mine is. I'm sure over the coming days, months, weeks, my hopes might change, but for now, my hope's pretty big, and I'm definitely taking steps myself to work towards making that hope become a reality. Lots of love and light. Take care.